been a breakthrough year for Australian actor Daniielle Alexis, but the Wentworth star says her greatest achievement has been off camera.
This is what it means to Perth actor Daniielle Alexis to finally share the secret she's been keeping for the past decade.
I was born Shane, and it's amazing that I can say that name right now in 2017 proudly.
Having hidden her past since undergoing sexual reassignment surgery 10 years ago, Danny's coming out follows her breakout role in the prison drama Wentworth.
She's scoring.
She confided in her co-stars, but the only other people to know her secret were her family and friends.
I was going to live a lie and not tell anyone about my past. If I was asked if I was transgender, I would deny it and I would push it away, thinking it was something to be ashamed of.
But that shame has gone away, and her acting success has given her the confidence to own her past.
I realised that I had gender dysphoria, even though I didn't know what that word meant, I think probably at about 4.
Playing with dolls, just gravitating towards female things. I just tried to let things progress because I didn't want to dampen his spirits. But I knew that as life went on, he was going to face a lot of difficulties.
And Leonie was right. Shane was popular and happy in primary school, but high school was a very different story.
They were like, what are you? Like, you're not gay, like, you're different, like, are you a girl or a boy? But they'd be aggressive about it.
Long-haired and effeminate, Shane was a constant target for bullies.
I was walking home from school and I was, like, running because I was trying to get away from this group of boys, and they threw, like, a chunk of brick on my head and it hit me. And I remember thinking, I remember thinking, when I go home, I don't want to tell my mum what had happened because I knew she'd be so scared for me.
Leonie was worried, but she and her father had also been quietly preparing for Danny's future.
As a single parent initially, I would save for her surgery, but my father, he actually came forward and said he'd like to help Danny become the woman that she was always meant to be.
She doesn't even realise how much that meant to me. I'm so eternally grateful for my mum and my grandfather. A man that's so old that could have, like, fought in the war, and he wasn't homophobic and just said, I just want you to be happy, baby. I remember him calling me from the farm, probably with his shotgun, being like, I'm proud of you, girl, like, we've got you.
Now 31, Danny had her surgery when she was 20 after being on hormones for 2 years.
I remember finally being like, oh my God, the world's my oyster and I can do everything.
She's recently returned from a series of high-level meetings in Hollywood.
I'm in the midst of getting an LA manager, and the dream would be to be based half-time in LA and half-time in Australia and be working within the LGBTQI community here and there.
And with her acting career already taking off, she's just been signed by Bella Management as the first ever transgender curve model.
I can model diversity, transgender, healthy woman shape.
Getting to this point in her career has required hard work and a lot of expense. But for the past 2.5 years, Danny's had a solution for that.
I work in the mines. I work FIFO, so that's still something that I can go back to at any time. I run the bar or the gym or I housekeep. It's amazing money and it's been able to drive my dreams. It's definitely not the most glamorous job and I do not look like this up there, but all in all, I get a lot of respect.
Danny met her best friend Panya at the mines, and she says Australia's come a long way in understanding and accepting transgender people.
For me to come out publicly and still feel safe within the streets and not be abused, I remember going through one of my feeds on Facebook, and out of 1,000 comments, one of my friends counted only 30 negative comments. That's, like, insanely amazing to me.
It's very important that she puts it out there. She is going to represent the transgender community because they need someone strong to represent them.
And for Danny, that comes down to one simple piece of advice.
When you meet transgender people, know that we're all different, we're not the same, and just give us a go. Being Shane versus Daniielle, it is two different people, but having said that, I've got the same heart and soul and I am the same person with the same memories.
Good on you, Danny, and a big shout out
to mum and grandpa as well. Like, I mean, that's what you need, family support.
And bucking those stereotypes you assume for that generation too.
Yeah, but they get bucked because people like Dani stand up and speak.
Absolutely. We should also say that if this story has raised any concerns for you, you can head to our website for links to support services.
Hey, don't go anywhere after the break. We'll have Maddie J with us. Stay there.